stunning bride. That wedding, it's just beautiful. Wasn't it lovely? Wasn't it lovely? Until all hell broke loose, you know what I mean? Yes! Oh, talk about hell. Welcome to Big Brother's Bit on the Side! Wasn't it good? Wasn't it good? Oh, I mean... I know, I'll take it. First things first. I think we can all agree that we have just witnessed the best episode of the series. Yeah. Quite safe to say. Big Brother's Fedding from Hell certainly brought the drama. Rebecca actually was a particularly angry guest.
Take your miserable fears and fuck off out the door.
Yeah. Wait. There's more.
Fucking whore.
I think that was Chanel. I'm trying to think. Where is Chanel?
Yeah, I'm at the Holiday Inn. Come to me hotel tonight, bitch.
That's where she is. That's where she is. On a sweeter note, though, Kieran gave Deborah some strawberries tonight. That was nice, weren't it? Wasn't that lovely? What did he give Isabel?
No, he gave him fucking an STI.
That was it, STI. Sorry, my memory is terrible. It's only just been on. Plus, prepare yourselves because, guys, Andrew's on the loose and...
There's a storm coming, Honey Bunny.
Honey Bunny, there is a storm coming, let me tell you. It was almost the perfect wedding. Maybe he was a bit upset about the lack of a brown buffet, you know, a couple of little something. No. Well, thankfully, I've got a good old spread for you in store tonight. Should we meet our panel? Yeah. Let's do it. She is most likely to get leery before the first dance and start shamelessly yelling at the groom. It's Tina Malone! She'll bring the intelligent conversation to the table, but the best man is bound to want a piece of him. It's Dr. Rand! And finally, she is the party girl who'll drag everyone onto the dance floor in the early hours. I actually tried to take her up the aisle once, but she weren't having it. It's Rusty Lee! We have got so much to get through. Let's go back to the beginning now. After Deborah and Kieran first date, came the big fedding. That's a fake wedding in Big Brother lingo. Now, Rusty, you up to date now?
I am now. I was wondering what fedding was.
What's a fedding?
Yeah.
Tina, wasn't it a lovely service?
Had everything. Sausage rolls, fights, the lot.
Oh, weren't it lovely? I mean, it seemed to be the wedding that everyone wanted to see, apart from the bride and groom. Tom was particularly getting into it.
Wow, my first man speech was the bollocks.
It weren't, was it, really? Rusty, do you think Tom at any point thought that this was a legally binding wedding?
Well, I think he's that so bright, he probably thought... I'm sorry, but I think he really believed he was doing a proper speech.
I think he really went for it, didn't he?
He did, he went
was like,
for it.
this is my moment, and I'm going to own it.
To my mate.
Yeah, my best mate.
Best mate.
My best mate.
Yes.
Well, Deborah and Kieran's special day was... sadly crushed, wasn't it, guys?
Like a grape.
Like a grape, Rusty Lee.
Wine.
By the arrival of the wedding crashers and Queen, they were serving up some looks. First up with what I like to call a casual cornrow and sari ensemble was Suki. At least she made the effort, unlike Imran, just a T-shirt. Dr. Ranj, were you pleased to see Suki back in the house?
It was... What was that combination about? I didn't really understand that. But do you know what? She served up some honesty, which is what people need.
And can I just say, I mean... Quite a privilege for a walker to be asked back in. Hashtag just saying. I've put me 2 pennies worth in. No. Well, she went straight for the bride and groom. She said, while Deborah was absolutely slaying it, Kieran was coasting it. Now, Kieran was a bit baffled by the coaster accusation, so... Yes. Should he be called a coaster?
Biggest coaster for the whole series. So this week...
Martin is literally foaming at the mouth.
He is... For 8 weeks, what has he done? Nothing. And this week, he's suddenly gaining power, what he thinks, but he's wasted it. He doesn't deserve this week. He deserves to be out.
Oh, she's piping up. Oh, girl.
There's a lot of them are coasting along, and they're very, very quiet, and no one's noticing them. One's all sitting there. Ravi sits there nice and quiet.
You like Kieran?
Yeah, I like Kieran. And
she
I like
likes
Tom.
Kieran. Teresa likes Kieran. Well, Suki then turned on Tom. She said he's the living example of our effed-up democracy. Rusty, do you agree? Is Tom, the people's housemate, up there with Trump and Brexit?
Oh, for heaven's sake, no. Now, look, We all love BB, Big Brother. We love it very much.
I love how you have to say what BB is.
Yes.
So we don't know.
Well, just in case.
It could be something else.
We love Big Brother. And the point is, we love it as like almost a comedy sketch. So we're not into politics. She didn't need to bring politics in the house at
I
that
agree with
stage.
that. I do agree with that.
I think he's on a journey. That's his journey. She's had her bit of a journey. Get out, mind your own business, let him finish his
just a
time.
journey twice. Terrible. Well, Sukvinder was like a pussycat compared to our next surprise guest, a PVC-clad Rebecca, who looked like she was attending a Liberty X reunion. I loved it. Tina, first things first, white, clean PVC, proper wedding attire for you?
If she turned up at my wedding like that, I'd throw her out. I'd butt her for
We don't pretend violence on this show. Her entrance, I mean, stage left, was literally like a proper Peggy Mitchell moment.
Yeah.
And, sorry, she sensationally revealed she did the dirty with Kieran 2 hours before they both went into the house, guys. I mean, were we not supposed to be watching that?
Dirty cat.
Ranj, were you expecting that bit of a plot twist there?
I'm not surprised, but it's a little bit uncalled for, isn't it? I mean, I know she was throwing the shit around,
do you
but
think that was a
nothing
bit
was
of
going
front from her to basically say, you played this down in the house with me,
Yeah.
yet we add it off 2 hours
Yeah,
before
she
we went in
says,
the
oh,
house?
everyone says I'm in love with you. I'm in love. I think she actually might be in love with
Yeah,
you.
well, she backtracks. She backtracks. She goes, you're this, you're disloyal, you're this, you're that, you're the other, everybody that. But I'm here for you. I'm here to the end.
I have got to say, and I will say this in her defence, like, and I'll say props to her for saying it, the fact that she brought that up, saying they had it off 2 hours before they went in the house, I thought, do you know what, good on you, girl, because we didn't know that.
No.
And all the stuff that happened with Kieran and her along the way, maybe she was looking at it a bit
He's
different.
a dirty dog.
Yeah, but it's it's too late now. I'll bring it up now because if she'd have brought that up earlier on, maybe she wouldn't have gone as early if
Fair
she'd have had a
say,
confrontation.
fair say, should have brought it up.
I mean, I think people think Kieran sits on the fence, but I think it's more, it takes him a little bit of time to realise what somebody said.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
Well, Rebecca then turned on the maid of honour, Hannah, saying that Hannah was selfish, immature, and that the whole public hated her. Where did the Rebecca-Hannah beef come from?
Rebecca was just talking the truth. I think Hannah proved her immaturity when she started doing the love, peace and harmony thing. I'm sorry, when you're doing that, that is literally just like, I don't want to listen to you, I'm just going to put my hands in my ears and not listen to you, la, 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 la. Hannah was just purely... Hannah didn't like the fact that she was hearing the truth, and Hannah reacted so immaturely. Props on Rebecca for telling her the truth.
Barbara put her hands up. I've got to go to Barbara. I'll come back to you, Lacey. I've got to go to Barbara. She put her hands up.
I said right at the beginning that I reckon they'd had it just before they came in here.
She did.
And I said that you never know what he might have promised her. And then they got in here and then it was all she was the bunny baller, but you don't know what he said to her.
Well, we don't, and obviously
No.
he's not here, obviously,
No,
to sit
but
here and
we'll
defend
ask him
himself.
when he
but-
does.
Yes, we will, Barbara. That's what we'll do. What was you going to say, Mike?
No, what I was going to say is that I think that Rebecca was very rude to Hannah. Yes, she was. You can't, I have my opinion, right? And I think she was very rude. She come into the house and then she saw discord. And she was wrong. Oh, sorry, it's the teeth, right?
Don't bring up the teeth. Well, it's going to be one of them
if
nights.
Rebecca was rude to Hannah, what was Chanel then? We
are going to get on to Chanel,
Do you know what I
don't you
mean?
worry, Tina, we're going to get on to Chanel. Hannah did try, I mean, contrary to what some of you are saying, tried to be the bigger person and walk away.
Yes, she did.
Rusty, why can't we all just live in love, peace and
Yes,
harmony?
why can't we all just live in love, peace and harmony? Come on, everyone. Love, peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony.
Don't encourage Rusty Lee, please. Well, listen, Tina's just brought her up. Next on the scene was Chanel. I mean, wasn't her version of You Got the Love just stunning? What a lovely rendition it was. Now, Tina...
Oh, my God.
Tina, she's only been out of the house a couple of days. Was
Do
it
you know
nice
what?
to see her back?
I'd rather see her back than her front. Do you know what, darling? Do you know what it is, right, guys? guys, I've got to tell you this. I was saying to Dr. Rand before that I must have parenting wrong because I brought my daughter up and I was proud of her getting a degree, getting married, having a baby, getting a postgrad, getting a job, whereas I think Chanel's parents have done it a completely different way because she seems to brag about how many STIs, how many men she's slept with, how she can put a condom on, how loud she can be. So am I doing parenting wrong? I think she's a disgrace.
Well, obviously, we don't want to go down, obviously, the parent route. And I think it's actually Chanel's name
Ian and Ellie,
but
they're a shab.
As Chanel herself, like, you do have to remember, like, she is a carer for her granddad as well.
Who is?
What's Chanel? So why did you not think...
Nan was lovely, by the way.
Nana Bib's lovely.
Nan was lovely.
We love Nana
How
Bib.
can you say they're proud of them? What are you proud of? How many dicks she's had? Do you know what, Ryland?
Yes, Tina.
I make a living out of playing characters like that.
Okay.
I don't, thank God, go home to be with one.
OK, well, I think it is safe to say Chanel definitely made her presence known when she went in. I am, of course, talking about Snakegate. Snakegate. Rusty, please help me.
I will.
Do you agree that Andrew is a bit of a snake?
I think he's clever.
Andrew's a drama queen. Andrew likes to hear his own voice. Andrew should be proud that he's managed to get that money. And he should say, look, I won that money fair and square. If you're jealous about it, good luck to you. And stop being, I shouldn't. He owes Sam £5,000.
But saying that, as much as you agree with him, there's a lot of people out there, especially in the House as well, and I know there's a couple in here as well, that don't agree with what he's done. But Andrew might have something to say to that. What was
People
it?
who believed it can fuck their fucking self
Right.
to death.
Now,
that's
Rand,
difficult.
Is that medically possible to...
I know a few people who've tried.
I've seen it.
Oh, my God! If you just tuned in, I can only apologise. Well... Move on swiftly, Ryland. This is what they taught you in presenter practice. Next up came a box office weather warning, courtesy of Andrew. And a storm is coming. Storm Honey Bunny, allegedly. No, listen, we've already had Hurricane Sue. Could Storm Honey Bunny cause some drama, do you think, over the next few days? No.
Look, I just don't even know why the guy's still in there. He needs to just get his bin bags and piss off. Seriously. When's he going to leave? What's he there for? What's he there?
I don't get why everyone is so jealous because he's won the money. So what? He's not flaunting it in front of them. He's being quiet. No.
I know he isn't flaunting it.
He might have
at all. He isn't flaunting. I mean, the thing is, Ryland, you know as well as I do.
He has bitched just as much as most of the other housemates.
No, Ryland.
All the housemates have bitched about each other.
Ryland,
one
you
time
know.
or another does not make
Tina,
him
go
a
on, let's see what
snake.
Tina's got to say.
You know as well as I do, having both been in there. You know, you're lucky if your friends stay your friends outside in real life. And you know that as well as I do. We've both had that to deal with in our lives, friends going. So, you know, in there, nobody's your friend. So I wouldn't give you the £5. And at the end of the day, that's why, if he's won that money, do you know when she said you're a snake, he should have gone, I'm a snake all day long.
Oh!
With 30 grand. That's what he should have done.
Well, it wasn't just Andrew getting a bit aggy.
He did say give £5,000
Well, I
to
wouldn't
He did say give the £5 to Sam.
He won't remember, Sam. He can't figure that out anyway.
Don't be horrible to Sam. Listen, it wasn't just Andrew getting aggy. The award for the biggest drama of the wedding goes to two players who aren't even housemates anymore, Chanel and Rebecca. Now, in their final encore, we heard Rebecca say...
You're all fucking idiots for believing that fucking fake bitch!
And then Chanel later responded with...
Baggy fanny, fuck off.
Right.
Says...
Rusty, let's come to you. Did you know they hated each other that much?
Do you know, I had no idea. I had no idea that they hated each other. That was a serious fight. That
was a cockfight. Yes, it was.
Honestly, shocking. I can't believe that they would be brave enough, knowing that cameras are on them, to be so outrageously
But do you think that's
nasty.
why? Do you think that's why?
Exactly.
Cameras are on them. They know everyone's watching. They've been out their house a few days, a few weeks.
It's disgraceful.
There's something that's happened outside the house that's made them do this.
Tina, what did you make of it?
I thought Chanel's behaviour was absolutely disgusting. And I'll tell you what, I mean, to walk in with, you know, I mean, she should be getting them done, not a backside. I mean, if beauty's skin deep, she needs turning inside out, I'm telling you. But seriously,
Is that
her
possible?
mouth is disgusting. And the way she spoke to Rebecca, whether you like Rebecca or not, I mean, Chanel has very limited vocab, F and off. And all she does, she can't argue. We call Andrew a drama queen because he goes, da, 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 da. Chanel just goes, F off, F off, F off.
Well, I could hear someone piping up, not agreeing. Who weren't agreeing?
I feel that you're being really harsh on Chanel.
I think you're being below the belt, and I think Chanel can stand for her own, and she has done this whole time.
No.
Yes.
It's a mixed drawing here. It's a mixed drawing here. Ranj, Team Chanel or Team Rebecca? Where were you?
I do not know where that fight came from. It wasn't a cockfight. It was a battle of the flats.
Listen, if you thought that was all dramatic...
Isn't he naughty on here?
I know, he's terrible. He's not like this on This Morning.
No, he's not.
Listen, we've had quite a dramatic viewing tonight. I've had a very dramatic first part, but it's getting even worse because another two housemates have already been booted out the back door today. They've gone. Stay tuned to tomorrow night's main show to find out who. I'm not going to tell you. I'm sorry. I can't. I won't let me. I am literally exhausted. Good chat. Coming up, find out which housemate Isabel thinks has got a smelly willy. Nice. Plus, it's not just wedding bells for Deborah and Kieran. The time has finally come for me to take Rusty up the aisle.
Oh!
It's going to happen. I'll see you after this break.
This is Big Brother. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to celebrate the holy matrimony between Rylan Clark Neal and Rusty, insert middle name Lee. If anyone objects to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Oi, Rylan! You might be a national treasure, but Rusty's mine. Come on, babe.
No! No! Oh, that's fine. I didn't want her anyway. She thinks with men for magazine deals, Baggy Fanny can do one. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry if you've just tuned in. We're having a few technical problems. While I sort all these things out, here's a lovely little VT for you. Come back, Baggy Fanny.
It's a view from the queue!
Kieran, because he's really hot.
To be fair, he's the fittest one in there.
Raph would give a fantastic lap dance, just for the awkwardness.
No, I don't want a lap dance, no.
Kieran to Rim, he's been true to himself, I think.
Kieran because he's fit.
Isabel to win.
Isabel.
It's got to be Isabel.
Well done.
She has a really nice personality.
She's so caring about everybody. She is so natural, doesn't play up to the cameras. Lovely girl. Just take the tan off.
The Lowton fight has to be the best part of the series.
Fight night, hilarious.
Role model to your son, though? No. Are you fucking serious?
It was so outrageous.
Deborah and Hannah should go to Thorn Cottage immediately.
It was crazy and there was a lot of entertainment for that night.
John's
giving me a little...
What? Sam getting his cock out because you can tell where his brains are and they certainly ain't up top.
That smells of fucking bumble!
Oh my goodness, the fermenting eggs. The projectile vomiting from Hannah was...
Oh, I was crying with laughter, as well as trying not to be sick.
It's a view from the queue!
They bloody love it, don't they? All right, it's time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bots Village News. OK, top stories today. Deborah's getting wedding regrets. Isabel's blowing her chances. And Hannah tells tales. So, first up at 10:53 this morning, it looks as if marriage might have changed Kieran.
In what way do you think Kieran's acting differently?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind Rebecca. I think she's very disrespectful, and I made it very clear to her yesterday. But I think she's proper planted seeds in his head and told him, do this, do that, I'm controlling your social media accounts, blah, blah, blah. Because she's coming in and telling you this person or that person, doesn't mean you should change towards them, because you might get out and then realise that it's the complete opposite.
I mean, come on. First Beyonce and Jay-Z, and now Rebecca with the good hair. You know what I mean? She's gone and ruined another marriage. Then at 11:53 this morning, it wasn't only Deborah who was finding Kieran's actions hard to swallow.
Hey, Paul. Duh, let's go. Say duh.
It's smelly. I've got a smelly dick.
It's definitely from you then, babe, because it ain't me. Showered, come here, smell it then.
No.
Come here. And I might have some warm salted cum to put in you.
Oh, Kiki.
What, I thought you liked that.
No.
Why'd you swallow then?
That was a bit of a low blow, Kieran. I mean, it looks like Izzy's going to have to swallow her pride on that one. And, just very quickly, spit or swallow. Oh, how very insightful. Good luck to you. Not called a job for nothing. Finally, at 2:15 this afternoon, a game of listing different sea creatures took a mythical turn.
Sea animal. Dolphin.
Goldfish.
Hammerhead shark.
Mermaid.
Turtle? Mermaid? What the fuck?
They're real, though. They are real.
Oh, God, Hannah said they're real.
What?
Mermaids are real. They're real. They are.
Hannah said they're real.
Are we really talking about whether mermaids are real or not?
Hannah!
Well, why would they have made the Little Mermaid if it wasn't real?
Because why did they make the Lion King if it wasn't, like...
Hannah, back me up here. We did see...
I think mermaids real.
We did see animals. I said mermaids. You're saying they're not real.
They are real.
No, see, there you go.
I believe they are.
So
You believe they are, but have you ever seen one in reality? Or have
People
you ever...
have that, I know. Deborah, wait. I believe in mermaids, Deborah, because of Mami Water. Do you believe in mermaids? That they are real? No. You don't believe mermaids are real?
They're not real.
I believe mermaids are real. Deborah even said that. Mermaids are real. They're just hidden under the sand. They're mythical creatures. I don't know if I believe it.
The Little Mermaid, fucking hell.
I believe in unicorns, though. Unicorn.
Please, come on, mermaids, unicorns. I mean, next thing you'll be telling me that Donald Trump's president. He is, isn't he? Unbelievable. Thankfully, the final's on Friday. We can welcome them all back to reality. That was today's Boss Village News. All right, don't go anywhere, because after the break, the lovely Dr. Range is going to be giving the housemates a full-body MOT. You do not want to miss it. See you after this. Isn't it been lovely? We've had such a lovely night, my darling. Welcome back to, what's the show called again? Big Brother's Bit on the Side. That's it. Big Brother's Bit on the Side.
Oi, Dr. Carl Peel, could you please come to the surgery immediately?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry, guys. Martin, can I have my jacket, please? I'm so sorry. Now, listen, as we know... Yeah, you're welcome. The anatomy, thank you, darling, of the Big Brother house is quite complex and often susceptible to irritation, infection and, in extreme cases, nausea. Thank you, Andrew. So, as the final approaches, we have called in an expert to give the house a full medical checkup. An apple a day couldn't keep me away from this doctor. It's Dr. Ryan! You're right. Ranch, I like this.
You've got my coat.
Is this your coat?
Have you seen this?
I've got your coat. I wanted to go for like a nice little...
It's like twins, isn't it?
I like it. Well, listen, first things first, we need to talk about the invasion of foreign bodies, don't we? I think that's quite... The Big Brother house has suffered. Let's have a little reminder.
I just want everyone to know I'm not a fucking snake. Rebecca, did I come across a snake?
Not at all.
Sue,
Where have you got
am
that
I being
from, Chanel?
snaky? No, am I being
Don't
snaky?
start with me, bitch.
Oh, here we go.
Don't start with me, bitch. Biggest slag around. Fuck off, baggy fanny.
Chanel, please listen.
Don't go on because you're being filmed. I'll speak to you when we get out. Yeah, I'll speak to you when we get out, babe. Fucking whore.
Whore? Why am I a whore? This is the real Chanel, everyone. Why am I being a whore? Love, peace and harmony. That's all we need.
Now, Ranch, how important is it for the body to let off some steam? Is it healthy?
Do you know what? The body gets rid of foreign substances by reacting to it. And we saw that with the housemates today. It's important to just sometimes have a catharsis and get rid of it and get it out.
A catharsis?
A catharsis. I know.
Educational
Nice
show. Yeah, go on, we'll get the NTA this year. Well, listen, after tonight's explosive episode, I think it's quite safe to say, let's take a look at the current state of the Big Brother body. So let's have a look. What a fine specimen, may I say. Let's start with the brain. Let's go for the brain. Who's the brain? It's Raph, quite evidently. Now, you remember he labelled himself as the most intelligent in the early days. So, Doctor, how would the brain work in order to function a full game plan, do you think?
So the brain takes in information, processes it, forms a strategy, and then executes it through other parts of the body. And if you've watched Raph through the series, that is exactly what he's done. He's never got directly involved in anything.
He hasn't.
He's plotted little bits of information here and there through other people. And I don't think he realises. I don't think he's done it intentionally. And if you think about him, he's actually quite vulnerable. Emotionally, he's very constipated. He needs to take a massive emotional dump if he's going to do well in this series.
Just I thought it couldn't get any stranger tonight. Advice from Dr. Ranch there. The brain controls the nerves, doesn't it? The nervous system. We've seen him recently, and Chanel, pretty much start to lose it with Andrew. What are you making of that whole situation?
It's interesting, actually, that people are calling Andrew a snake. So snake venom works as a neurotoxin. It's toxic to nerves, so it irritates nerves. You couldn't make it up, could you? I think Andrew doesn't mean to irritate, but he's just coming across in a really noxious way, and people are not reacting to it well. Raph, particularly, if it keeps going, could snap. And actually, funnily, I'd like to see that.
I think we all would, to be fair. It'd be nice to see it from him. You know me. Let's continue talking about head. In particular, I want to focus on oral.
Of course you do.
And by oral, I mean this. Hannah is arguably the most vocal housemate still left in there. At times, she has shown symptoms of what I believe you call verbal diarrhoea in the trade, especially with the singing. Now, cover your ears, guys, if you don't want to get an ear infection. Have a look.
Shake, come on, shake, come on, shake, come on, shake, come on, shake.
I like it. I like it. I'm not going to lie, I do like that tune.
No.
I know you don't. But in reality, Ranch, what damage is that doing to her vocal cords?
Do you know what? I'm more worried about the damage that it's doing to housemates' hearing and their sanity.
Really?
Repeated unpleasant noise is a form of torture, as we know. Do you know what? If she wants to look after her voice, she's got to stop doing that. She's going to strain the muscles around her vocal cords. She's going to cause hemorrhage into her cords and nodules. All right? We all know what happened with Adele when she lost her voice.
God bless Adele.
Exactly. Only that Adele has talent. That's the only difference.
Oh, there's Adele. Not my word.
But I think Kieran might be pleased if she lost her voice, and to be honest, so might the rest of us.
I think Kieran would be.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the cardiovascular region.
All right.
That's quite posh for saying heart. Oh, there she is. Hello, Deborah. Now, look, she has shown a lot of heart this series, let's be fair. She was showered with love tonight. You're a doctor. Is it true that people with bigger hearts can actually have bigger hearts in real life? Like, in their body, can their heart be bigger than someone else's?
Do you know what? We all love a bit of D, don't we? Right then. we all love the D. Deborah has a massive heart.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Sorry,
yeah.
I don't know.
Deborah has a massive heart. And actually, do you know what? Your heart can get too big. And if it does get too big, it starts to fail. And I worry about Deborah because she's been looking after sister for so long. She's got such a massive heart. She's a nurturer that it's been to her detriment. And we saw Deborah come into her own when Hannah was put in the attic. And that's exactly what we need to see because she got a chance to shine. She needs to get rid of Hannah if she wants to win this show.
Well, let's move on to the hard, rigid form of connective tissue, the bones. Now, I don't know if you know this at home, there are roughly 206 bones in the body, nearly the same amount of housemates we've had this series, Lars. Let's focus on one and examine the house funny bone. I believe it's Isabel. Now, Chanel said tonight she was the backbone of the house, but we like to talk of her as the funny bone because we think that's nice. Let's have a little reminder of her behaviour.
Oh my god, this is so fun. This is super fun, guys. Like, we've never had a talent show in Big Brother before. Do you know what I mean? BB, just could you turn the aircon down a little bit? Like, please, like...
It's actually good.
I am genuinely laughing inside so hard. That was so funny, guys. So funny. You can't take that away from her. Ranj, it's quite a common saying. They say laughter's the best medicine. Is it? Is laughing good for us?
You know what? Laughter releases happy hormones, and Izzy is a walking happy hormone. I love her. I'm not just saying that because we're brow buddies.
Yeah,
that girl has a heart of gold. She means no wrong by anybody. And actually, do you know what? She's the perfect antidote to all the nastiness that's in the house right now. And she could win if she plays it right.
You reckon she could?
Yeah.
Come on, Ranj, you're saying so much to me. It's quite a lot to digest. And funny how apt that we moved down to the digestive system. Who have we got here? No, it's Kieran. Now, even though he was accused of coasting, he spent a lot of time listening and digesting. See where we're going with this? It's very loose. It's very loose. It's the end of series and we're all tired. He's been digesting a lot of information from, obviously, the other housemates. How does the digestive system get rid of the good and the bad in the house, do you think?
Funny that Kieran is the digestive system because it's full of something, isn't it? The digestive system does not sort the wheat from the chaff. The liver does it. Something else does it. It just absorbs everything. And if you've watched Kieran, he's always had an accessory. He had Rebecca, he had Lotan, now he's got Tom. He does not function well on his own. And actually, he's really starting to fall apart now that he doesn't have somebody else to fall back on, and we'll see more and more of that over the next couple of days.
Oh, well, I understand with that one. Understood. It's now time, Ranj, for the real test. Sorry, what was that? Testes, sorry. It's the balls, it's Andrew, clearly. Now, the last 2 weeks, I mean, he has had a bit of swelling in his nether regions. I can confirm that. We know why.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, he was balls deep in conflict again tonight. What is the best way to deal with an irritation in this area?
Do you know what? You've got to remove the offending object. You've got to cool the area down and air it. And he needs to get out of that house. He's so lucky. He's so lucky that he had a pass to the final. Otherwise, he would have been long gone by now.
You reckon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ranj, I've genuinely learned nothing about the profession tonight. But as ever, it's always a pleasure to have you. Give it up for the lovely Dr. Ranj, everyone. Did you get it? You loved it. All right, don't go anywhere. It's nearly time for all of us to come together and talk about the dreaded J word. I can't really bring myself to say it. Journey. Horrible word round here. We're going to be doing it after this break. See you after this. I loved it. I know. Isn't it funny? Oh, welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. The spin-off show that's just like a Big Brother fedding, over before you know it, and full of unwanted guests.
Oh, don't look at us.
No, seriously, you would literally invite this salt just to the night. It's time now for another exclusive. Have a look at this, especially that one.
I think I've learned like a lot, and I think from individual people I've learned things, and I think I learned a lot about the fact that looks just means absolutely nothing, and I am quite obsessed, like, admittedly, like making sure, you know, I'm fake tan and wearing, you know, so and so, and it just means absolutely nothing. Nobody judges you by the way, you know, you look or what you're wearing and stuff. It's all about like personality, and I feel like if you can make anybody feel comfortable and somebody feel happy and make somebody's day, then that's so like much better than, you know, looking good. I'd honestly rather look like shit but be a dead nice person to somebody than look unreal and just, you know, float about not really doing much.
I mean, newsflash, Isabel's realised Big Brother is a personality contest, guys. It's not about the looks. Ranj, is she right to say looks have got nothing to do with it?
Yeah, but do you know what? She's a pretty girl and she's
I
got
think
a
she's
lovely
really
personality.
pretty.
The only thing I worry about, if she puts any more fake tan on, she's going to need a new passport.
That's right. Mind you, with Brexit, we all might need a new passport. Do you know what I mean? Rusty,
Yes.
look, we talk about Big Brother as a personality contest,
Yes.
and it is, I suppose. We fall in love with these people, we want the right people to win. Are the 7 best people still left in there, then, do you think?
In my opinion, the 3 best ones are left in.
Who's that?
My 3 best is definitely Deborah, number 1. Lovely Isabel. And our young man, Raf.
And fair enough. Well, listen, Tina, I'm going to be coming to you in a second, but I try to avoid this word at all costs on bots.
Go on, then.
Yeah, but with less than 48 hours to go until the end of the series, that J word can no longer be ignored. No, it's not jockstraps, Barbara. Shut up. We're talking about Journey. It's been an experience of a lifetime for each and every one of them. There've been highs, there've been lows. There's been a few in-betweens. But over the past 8 weeks, we have seen our 7 remaining Big Brother babies blossom. I mean, let's not forget, no matter who emerges victorious on Friday, it's not the winning, but the taking part that counts. Bollocks is here. We want a winner. Shut up, you. Right, enough of all that. We have just seen her. Let's start with Isabel. A classic case of, I think it's safe to say, don't judge a book by its cover. We all did when she went in. Tina, do you think Isabel's found herself in the house, or have we found her in the house?
Perfectly right. Don't judge a book. I mean, she's brighter than most of them in there.
Yes.
And you know what? I mean, it's like Rusty was just saying. I mean, the irony is she puts all that rubbish on and she's so pretty
She's
underneath.
stunning. She doesn't
Such
need
a
it.
pretty girl.
Yeah.
And I really genuinely believe that when she was saying all that then, that was really genuine. And it's like Chanel had a couple of moments in the room on her own, heartfelt when she was talking about her nan.
Yeah.
And what all these young girls don't realise is that's when they're at their best.
Yeah. It is true.
You know, that's
It
when
is
they're
true.
at their best.
It's nice to see the real person
Yeah, it
behind
really
it
is.
all. Let's move on to Raf. He wanted to make the Big Brother pilgrimage for years. I mean, he's even been in our audience a few years ago. He said he went in there with a game plan. Ranj, do you think he's played a good game while he's been in there? Do you think he's played a game?
I think he's played a game without realising it. Now, the thing about Raf is he's so intelligent that sometimes I think he can't express himself. Even his crying appears to be fake. And I don't think he means to come across like that. But he's going to need to up his game if he wants to win this, because I don't think it's genuine anymore. It doesn't feel genuine to me at all.
You don't? Rusty, what do you make of Raf?
Raf is a lovely boy. At first, I didn't think much of him, to be honest.
I don't think a lot of us did, again.
And he's grown and he's been a great player.
But he's still boring, isn't he, Rusty?
He is, at least he's effing and blinding all the time. You know, which is refreshing. It's very refreshing to see a young man, as a mother of a son.
And he's not
It's
obsessed
refreshing.
with sex.
No, he's not. And exactly. He's not trying to make...
I think he's like a Ken doll.
I think it's
isn't
safe.
he?
It's quite safe to say, Raf, and I'm sure he'd say this himself, he's a little bit odd, isn't he? He's a little bit of an oddball.
I like him. Nice, he's
But
a
I
nice
think
guy. I like
that's
odd.
what's lovely about him. He doesn't follow the crowd.
Yeah.
And old-fashioned, someone just said.
Odd
I quite
is a
like
good
that as well.
thing.
Yeah.
Odd is a
Yeah.
good thing.
He's
I
a
mean,
good boy.
look at me.
My 3-year-old Flame is in love with you.
Oh, hello, Flame, if you're watching.
In
She
love
watches
with
it,
you.
doesn't she?
She kisses... We let
Put
her
her
see
in
you.
bed, for God's sake, Tina Malone.
She kisses you on the screen and goes to bed.
Where's the kiss for you, Flame? Let's all wave to Flame, everyone. Hi, Flame. Right, let's talk about Tom. He's a man who has trudged from the Welsh Valleys to see his name in Big Brother Lights. Listen, you put in there, in the words of Sukhvinder, is he just a young kid on an adventure, do you think?
I think Tom's been on the biggest journey if I'm honest. That word, but yeah. I think at the start I found him quite irritating. I found him quite in your face. I think now he's settled down and actually this is the real Tom now. And it's different from the start. And I like Tom.
Do we agree? Go on, Bo.
No, at the beginning, I didn't like Tom at all. He thought that he was so big because, yeah, he was the people's houseman. Everyone was sucking up to him. And now he's settled down, gone quiet. Most of his mates have left, and he knows that all he is someone that follows Kieran.
He was hanging on to Lowton for dear life. And then he went on to Kieran. And he's always got to have a bit of something going on.
This has gone on all series, isn't it? We've said that he's got to have someone to go with. Grace, do you think he can just be himself in there?
I think he can, but then I think it's the same like what Barbara said. I think I would have liked him to stand on his own 2 feet without actually linking onto other people. So to me, he's the weakest in a way. Because if you need somebody, if you
without stabilising.
Yeah, hold on, Lady Grace is speaking. No, I mean, you know, even the psychologist will say, if you can stand up on your own 2 feet, it makes you a strong person. If you need people around you, it makes you a weak person. Because, so he's not strong because he needs people around him. He needs people around, exactly.
And you can catch Psych with Lady Grace next series. Oh, big All right, from Tom to his best friend Kieran. He's hoping he'll skip into the sunset of the finale with. Rusty,
yes.
Would you like to go on a journey with Kieran? And if so, where would you like to go?
First of all, I wouldn't like to go on a journey with him because I wouldn't want to be 390-something.
No?
And I'd be concerned of what I might find on that journey. I'd be very worried.
Well, we know what Isabel found, didn't we?
Exactly. So I'd be very concerned. No, I wouldn't like to go on a journey with him. I could teach him a trick or two, I suspect.
She's had a few buns in her time.
I bet she has. They're all rising. They're terrible. They this morning with him, he's filthy. Right, listen, how can we forget the Agbula sisters? They have been each other's rocks the entire series. Now, in the early days, Deborah struggled to find a voice to begin with, but you could say that she hit a bit of a fork in the road halfway through the series, and she's took that turn. So, Tina, let's talk about Deborah. Have you enjoyed watching her grow?
Yeah, you know what? For me, the journey... I know everybody kind of sidesteps Deborah because they think she's just looking after Hannah. I think she's warm, she's kind, she cooks, she cleans. She's never abusive. She's never graphic. She's never using obscenities. She never swears. But at the same time, we all say she does everything to please her. We actually saw her before go to Hannah. Nah, there's no such thing as mermaids. So... for me, she's my winner.
Well, let's look at the other hand. What about Hannah, Ranj?
Do you know what? I know Hannah is Miss Nigeria, but Deborah is the true African queen, in my opinion. And I just wish she would sidestep Kieran, because all he's trying to do is buff her chuff.
Well, listen,
she wouldn't touch him with a shitty stick.
We're not going to talk about Andrew because obviously he's not eligible to win.
She wouldn't.
But very, very quickly down the panel, Rusty, who's your winner?
My winner's absolutely Deborah. She's queen for me.
Deborah's your winner, Ranj.
It's my African queen, Deborah.
Deborah as well.
And is he second? Deborah first.
Deborah first. Is he second? What about you guys? Isabel, Deborah, anyone else? Brad? Job no more. Thanks everyone for being a part of my own personal journey tonight. I will cherish it. That is all I've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel and a fantastic audience. Unbelievable. Remember, tomorrow is finale eve. I'm going to be joined by Jake Quickenden. Stephen Bailey's going to be here. Nikki Graham, plus our latest 2 backdoor evictees. But remember, love is a beautiful thing.